Hi everyone, I'm Liliana Ramirez with MUSE TV, and today I'm here with the one and only Sophia Hammons. How are you?
I am good. How about you?
I'm good too, thank you. So I know you recently starred in the comedic remake of the 1997 classic Under Wraps on Disney, right? Can you tell us a little bit about the movie?
Yeah, Under Wraps is about three kids who who accidentally find a stolen mummy, and they bring him back to life, and they have to get him back into his resting place before the time runs out. It's a super, super fun Halloween movie for the family, and it was really, really fun to film.
I bet. What was your favorite scene of the movie?
Oh, to film or to watch or just in general?
Both, in general. Yeah.
Oh, I'd have to say my favorite scene in the film is it's kind of near the beginning where Amy gives advice to Marshall, because you see a vulnerable side of Amy, which you don't really get to see a lot. So it's nice to kind of see her open up for the first time. And it's it's a really sweet scene.
Can we talk about your character, Amy? I know she wants to be a investigative reporter, right? Can you
Yeah.
tell us about your role?
Yeah, Amy is the new kid around town, so she is definitely looking for a story because she wants to be an investigative reporter. And she doesn't really like the town of Walgrove, or the school or anything about it until she meets these two boys, Marshall and Gilbert, and they realize that finding this mummy is not only the perfect opportunity for a story, but it's also a perfect opportunity for some friendship and some bonding and all that stuff. And I think throughout the film, she definitely learns how to look at things from a new perspective. Yeah.
That's good. If you can change or add a little twist to the movie, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a really good question. Wow. Let me think about that. I would. Ooh, that's a good one. I would love to see more of Harold in the car with Buzzy and all of the kids, because all of the car scenes were super fun to film. And I think if Harold was in there, it would just be chaos. So maybe they would go on a little road trip together. I don't know. That sounds super fun. Yeah, something like that. More Harold always.
He's so um, will we be seeing part 2 of the movie in the near future?
Who knows? Who knows? We'll leave that up to the future.
So starring in a Disney movie yourself, which one is your like all-time favorite Disney Halloween movie?
Disney Halloween movie. Oh my gosh. Well, my favorite Halloween decom is definitely Girl versus Monster. I loved and I still love that movie. It's so good. I love Olivia Holt. She's definitely a role model for me. I love the career path she's taken. And that's a musical movie, and it's got monsters, and I'm sure there's a mummy in there somewhere, but that's always a favorite for me.
Awesome. Will you be going out trick-or-treating this year? And if so, like what what advice would you give everyone who's going to be going out to trick-or-treat this year?
Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna trick or treat this year because I feel like I'm getting a little bit old. I'm kind of like, okay. Like I feel like if I would want to, but I feel like if I knock on somebody's door, they're gonna be suspicious. They're like, you're a lot older than most of these kids. So probably not. But I would say to strategize. My advice would be to strategize when picking out candy, because you don't always want the same, like you don't want to go home and then learn that you just got like all of the same candy. You got to have some variety in there.
Of course. That's okay. So I know you've been on other TV shows. Can you tell us a little bit about your previous roles?
Yeah, I was in The Social Dilemma, which is a docudrama on Netflix about social media and its negative impacts on its users, which is so different than Under Wraps. So that was quite the switch for me. I went from like a phone obsessed teenage girl to a very determined girl who wasn't allowed to have a phone. So that was definitely, like I mentioned, a switch for me. I was also I worked with Zoe Saldana and Garrett Hedlund in the movie Keyhole Garden, which was super fun. Zoe Saldana is a huge role model for me, and getting to meet with her and work with her was fantastic. So yeah, and again, we'll see what the future holds for me.
That's amazing. So I know you said Zoe Saldana is like a role model. Do you have a favorite actress? Will that be your favorite actress?
I mean, Zoe is definitely one of my favorite actresses. I have a lot of favorites in general. I really, really, really like Carey Mulligan in Promising Young Woman. She was so amazing. So I have to look at some more films and TV shows of hers and do some research about her. But yeah, Carey Mulligan, Natalie Portman, Zoe Saldana, just iconic female, actresses. Yeah.
Yeah. What advice would you give people who are your age or younger who want to follow into your footsteps?
I think some advice I would give is definitely to be aware and understand that you're going to get rejected along this career path. It's a lot of hard work, and you're going to get rejected. And sometimes you can't control the rejection. Like, it's just sometimes you don't get this part because of hair color, and that's nothing you can control, or it is, but you know what I mean. There's some aspects of yourself that you just can't control, and that may be the reason you don't get a certain part, and that's okay. But take those rejections with pride and just keep on going.
That's good. What else does Sophia have in store for us? Will we be seeing you in other projects in the near future?
I know every actor says this, but unfortunately I cannot say, but it's super exciting. Super exciting news coming soon. That's all I can say. Yeah.
Ooh. Do you have any social media platforms where we can see when you post a good, exciting news?
Yes. You could follow me on Instagram on @the_Sophia_Hammons. That's my only social media platform right now. I think I have a Twitter, but my main one is Instagram.
Is there anything else you want to tell the viewers?
I feel like I've said everything else. Yeah.
Well, there you have it, guys. Sophia Hammons. Make sure you guys check out her latest movie on Disney Plus, Under Wraps. I'm Liliana Ramirez for MUSE TV.